What is going on, beautiful folks? Welcome to another episode of Storytime with Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist. Today, get a fast-moving, possibly covert narcissist, so stay tuned. It's time for Storytime with Lee. Now sit back, get comfortable, and listen while I help make sense of your story. Let's get it, y'all. I take emails on my channel to react to over here. Story times, voicemails are here. And the emails are mentalhealness85@gmail.com if you want to send in your story. Don't make y'all, it can't be too long. Too long. So, y'all, to keep it clear with you, I haven't even read this story all the way through. I read the first sentence. I was like, I gotta do this one. I read the first sentence. I was like, oh, story time with Lee. I said, story time. Uh, Okay, so y'all getting the first dose just like I am. So I'm going to read it and then I'm going to react to it. So if I see something that catches me off guard, y'all might see a different reaction here and there. So the title of it is Covert Narc. It says, I started dating this guy, and right off bat, the first conversation, he said he met his wife. That's first conversation, and I was going to marry him. That it says that should have been my first red flag, but I also believe when you know, you know, so that overshadowed that. Okay, come back to that. He works and lives 10 hours away. Our first date, he got off work and drove straight to me to take me out. Sweet, right? So I thought. But then he started driving to me every weekend and sometimes wouldn't even tell me he was coming. He would just come. And that's a long ways for a pop-up for someone. Yeah, yes, that is a long way. 10 hours. Then he Then he decided the distance was too much for both of us, even though I didn't care about it. So he quit his job and moved closer. He moved closer. Then the pop-ups became crazy. I would be out and he would say he was at home laying down or something. And I pull up in my yard. There he is. I fell asleep on my couch one night, woke up to the man sitting beside me, waiting for me to wake up. Not to mention his relationship with his mom is so codependent on both sides. What is your take on this? Is this man a covert dark or just crazy? Not to mention, he got me a new phone for my birthday. Didn't get mad because I used my old phone to back up my new one. He wanted me to start with an empty phone, no contact or anything. And while I was asleep, went through and deleted contacts and messages and pictures that had backed up. I broke up with him and blocked him. And he got a new number to text me asking for closure and to talk. Whoa, that was short and sweet to the point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is my first read through. This is my first read through right here. It really is. So that's why I was shocked reading through it. Oh, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. That was very interesting. So let me pop my fingers. It's time to break it down. But yeah, y'all. So first conversation, I met my wife. I love you. I've never felt this way about anybody. Here's the butterflies. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good in practice, right? It does sound good. Let's be real. But when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, it can be it's a very unique situation, so to speak. It's a very unique situation when you're dealing with a narcissistic person in these, because they love to move fast. Speed is the weapon of a narcissist. Y'all know that by now. Like speed, the faster we move, the more red flags you do miss. Like y'all know, I always got the red flags on deck right here. I'm gonna put the red flag on the mic for the rest of this one. Just kidding. But that's what happens. Like they love to move fast. It's just one of those things. Like speed is the weapon of a narcissist. And like she said, she believes that when you know, you know. She might believe in love at first sight. So that plays right into the hand of a manipulator. And could he be covert narcissist? Yeah, absolutely. The covert narcissists are not loud, boisterous people. Covert narcissists kind of move in silence, right? And this is how love bombing works too, y'all. The fact that he lived 10 hours away and he was just hopping in the car to come see her, that's cool. When I first met my wife, I am a covert narcissist. So when I first met my wife, we lived an hour and a half apart, and I would just hop in the car to go see her, like after work. I would spend the night with her and get up. I spend the night with her, and I worked an hour and a half away because she lived in Raleigh and I worked in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I would have to, I would literally never like when I would get off, I would have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to make it to work. It was crazy. We would stay up late at night too. It was insane. But that's what love, right? That's love bombing. Like look at the sacrifice that he's making, staying so late just to come see me. 10 hours away is crazy. for the first date, he got right off of work and drove straight to you. It seems sweet. It seems like people would do, like we trying to get to know each other. But then you say he started to drive every weekend and then would pop up. The pop-ups are when these start to come up right here. Like the pop-ups are when these are running ragged in your life right here. The pop-ups are what make it super toxic. You know what I mean? They just invade your space. That is them claiming ownership on you and things like that. So they can, they make you feel like they make you feel uncomfortable. You don't know when I'm going to pop up. But like she said in her story, 10 hours is a long ass way to drive to pop up on somebody. 10 hours is a long way. And that's very controlling. That's a very controlling behavior just off the rip, y'all. It absolutely is. I don't care what nobody say. That's very controlling. To pop up to 10 hours is cool. But 10 hours is not cool when it's just popping up to invade your privacy and whatnot. Then she said the distance was too long, but he decided to quit his job and move closer. And then the pop-ups became crazy. If he's willing to drive 10 hours to pop up, he's definitely willing to drive 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. That ain't nothing. That means I got 9 hours. Even if it's an hour away, that means I got 9 extra hours to stalk you. That's insane. That is narcissistic. That's highly, highly narcissistic right there, y'all. It really, really is. But that's what they do. They feel like they feel like they own you. They claim this ownership over you. They like to move fast, and they don't want anybody else to have you. So they just always want to be around you and whatnot. And then the crazy part is, like she said, she would be out and about, and he said he would be at home, but then she pull up, he's in the yard. He was lying. He was trying to catch her in a lie. He is paranoid as hell. He was trying to catch her in a lie. No, I'm at home laying down sleep, babe. Don't worry about me. I'm not standing in your front yard. So he was trying to catch her in a lie. He was super paranoid and controlling. That's what it is right there. That's why he got her a new phone. Y'all remember that? He got her a new phone. He probably had a bug on the phone, honestly. He didn't want her using her other phone because he probably had this phone bugged, and the new phone might have been in his name, under his account, so he can look up the contacts or see the text messages, the numbers and things of that nature. That's why he went crazy and did that type of stuff. Like when she went to sleep, go through her phone. But then the sneaking in her house and sitting there watching her sleep, yeah, that's scary. That sounds some scary movie stuff right there. Like he's sitting there like an evil villain, like clicking his fingers together, waiting for her to wake up. That's insane. That is crazy. That's scary as hell, y'all. There's no excuse for that. I don't care how controlling you are. I don't care how manipulative you are. There's no excuse for that right there. That's especially so early on. It is. You're not in. She asks, is he covert or am I crazy? You're not crazy. He's definitely narcissistic, or he might be deeper than narcissistic. This is scary, y'all. It really is scary. Sitting there watching you sleep. And then, like I said, going through your phone and deleting contacts and things like that because if it makes him feel a certain type of way, that's very controlling. This person is scary. And I don't know how long ago, if you're watching this episode, I don't know how long ago you broke up with him, but please be careful. He's closer to you now. Just because you blocked him and broke up with him doesn't mean that the pop-ups will stop. I'll say it like that. Just because you broke up with him and blocked him does not mean that he won't stop popping up on you. Doesn't mean that he will stop, trying to come see you and trying to, and whatnot. And an indication that it's not over yet completely in his mind is the fact that he got it. Like she said, I broke up with him and blocked him. He got a new number to text me and ask me for some closure and to talk. That's an indication that it's not over. It's not over till the fat lady sings. And in his mind, she ain't singing just yet. She might be over there getting some honey ready for her throat, doing her like me. But that's a very controlling, toxic behavior, y'all. It's scary as hell. It really, really is. But shout out to her for sending this story. You might need to get a restraining order, get some cameras up around your house. If you don't have them up, just protect yourself. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to just let you know that this person doesn't seem like that. This doesn't seem like the type of person that's just going to give up easy. It doesn't seem like he's just going to really be willfully walk away from this relationship because he already created a fake number to message you. You know what I mean? He's already done that. He already did that. So it makes sense that he was trying to pop up on you again for some closure. Please don't block me. Please don't call the police. I'm just here for closure. You have to give me closure. And he might start sending threatening things as well, accusing you of having someone else because that's already on his mind. The second you break up with a narcissist, they automatically think that you have someone else. They automatically think that you have someone else because that's what they do, right? They assume that you have someone else because this is what we do. You know, he's already tried to catch you in a lie. He's already told you, hey, I'm nowhere near your house. And he's right down the street. That's scary as hell. That is extremely scary. You know, it really, really is. So please protect yourself. Like, send me an update. Like I said, if you have to get a restraining order and things like that, please send me an update. Please protect yourself, protect your peace, because people like that they are more worried about themselves than they are worried about anybody else, or trying to protect you or trying to keep you safe or anything like that. They're worried about their own personal, like they think you belong to them. And that ownership doesn't just go away. You know, it doesn't just go away. It doesn't just disappear. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I really appreciate it. Story times, like I said, my voicemails and my emails have been on the screen the whole time. Voicemails, emails. I'm going to start doing interviews. If y'all interested in getting interviewed on the channel and whatnot, send me an email to mentalhealness85@gmail.com. We can set up a short interview. I'm not trying to do 2-hour interviews, y'all. Short 30-minute interview. Tell your story, get some questions answered, share it and whatnot. You don't have to show your face on camera and things like that. Send it to mentalhealness85@gmail.com. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm super thankful for you. Leave a voicemail as well, y'all. And as always, Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you